And congratulations, Luke. You were on a spree of 9s last year, and you've been hunting for one for a while on the big stage. How good was it to deliver one on the TV again?
Yeah, well, I didn't even realise the double 15 was in until Hugh shouted it. But I hit one last week, 2 weeks ago at the Pro Tour, and I went the treble 17 double 15 route after missing double 12 numerous times last year. So I think that's the new route to go for this year.
When you watch it back, by the way, you're going to see the whole crowd realise that it's in, and you're still like looking to see if it's in.
I kind of gathered, but I just had to wait for the shout from Hugh.
Yeah. Did you find it hard then to, perhaps refocus after the 9? Because usually that adrenaline can shake a player.
Yeah.
You've seen the curse.
Yeah, that's as soon as I walked back, you've seen the players in the World Championships who at the 9 they went out in that game. So I just had to focus. Obviously, Michael won the next 2 or 3 legs. And I just had to get back into it.
Yeah, you said you've had a week off, haven't even picked up the darts. That's obviously served you really well. Do you plan on doing that again now ahead of Newcastle?
It's just a case of just having days off. I can't really see many dart players in the Premier League obviously practicing at home. Obviously, everyone's going to the Euro Tour, which I've pulled out of. But no, it's just another chilled week off.
Lovely. And you stole the show from Gezi tonight, even though you didn't play him. Have you hit Chippy Lane in Cardiff?
Yeah, I have.
Are you going to be heading there tonight to celebrate? It's kind of where we all hang out.
Probably not.
Why not? Come on, man.
I don't go out.
Go out, okay, fine. Well, look, you have a good rest, and we'll see you in Newcastle. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Luke, many congratulations. 3 nightly wins and now a clear gap at the top of the table. That must be a nice feeling, and we're not even halfway.
Yeah, it's obviously good to pick up another nightly win, more crucial points. But like you said there, just to be obviously stay on top coming into tonight, and obviously 6-point gap of Luke. It's a really good boost for myself, and we've still got another 9 weeks to go.
Ahead of the O2, would you like to send out a real statement, not just to the Premier League, but everyone with record points, record nightly wins, and say, I am the very best and I'm here to dominate?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the record points or nightly wins is, but I'm sure I'll get told, or I'll look it up myself to obviously try and beat them records and break records for myself.
Remember in Brighton that you were a bit disappointed that you weren't in the gold dart club. Now you're going to get 30 grand's worth of gold in a set of darts. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it'll obviously, I think it's a special moment that the sponsors are doing. But yeah, it goes down to myself, and I'm glad I've hit one on TV for the first time this year.
If you're miles clear, tempted to have a chuck of them one night?
Ooh, is it a proper set? Is it not a big set?
We were told it's a proper set of darts.
Oh, maybe.
Are they big?
Oh, they're big.
We were told
The big ones you see in like the city centres.
Not big.
Not throwable. That's boring, then, isn't it?
Look, your games against Michael always seems to bring the best out of both of you. Michael had been struggling, and all of a sudden he plays you and he finds his best form. What is it about you two that really gels and clicks?
Yeah, obviously looking at it, Michael, he's not been playing his best. He's been up and down, but obviously when he plays against me, he just throws the kitchen sink at me. But I know for myself from the first 3 darts of the match that I've got to be switched on.
Luke, well done tonight. We saw the emotion after the 9 darter. I mean, obviously still means a huge amount to you to hit those big shots and give the crowd something like that. Just describe the feeling for us.
Yeah, well, first things first, I didn't realise it was in. Obviously the crowd went berserk. Hugh didn't shout it, but then when he shouted it, I finally realised, and then I give it the big celebration.
Feels like there's been a real turning point the last 3 weeks. I think going into Brighton, you were 7 points off Luke Humphries. You've now got a significant lead over him. He's lost in the first round the last 3 weeks. Does it feel like the tide has turned and you're in a really good spot now?
Yeah, I wouldn't say the tide's turned, because, like I said, there's still 9 weeks left. Obviously, Luke, he's still capable of winning the nightly wins, but I've just got to enjoy this one and try and add on to it.
Were you potentially looking forward to a shot at Gerwyn Price tonight? Obviously, he had a few things to say in Nottingham after beating you last week. Yeah,
he said some very nice things, but obviously as soon as I won my game, obviously I wanted Gerwyn to win and obviously try and beat him on home soil, but that 170 from Cross was just a Rob Cross shot to it.
Cheers,
Thank you.
Luke, I saw earlier on Instagram you was talking to Owen Banks about potentially hitting a 9 darter and that route. Are you psychic? Did you feel like it was going to happen tonight?
I didn't feel it. Obviously, Owen obviously said he was spotting tonight, and I told him the route on the Pro Tour which I went was 60, 51, 30, and I got the shot tonight, and I took it.
You've hit 2 now this year. Do you feel like this is the year that you're going to break the record? Breaking the record would be 5. You came so close so many times last year. Is this going to be the year?
Hopefully. Obviously, it took me a few months to hit one of them, and obviously now I've got my second. But I've always said it, as a player, you know when it's almost coming, because when you're playing really well, the hardest thing is when you hit a 180, the next treble, it just feels dead small. But once you obviously get it in, then you feel up for it.
You said that you've just taken a week off and you've come back tonight. You've won tonight, hit a 9 darts, 112 average. When other players see you take a week off and produce performances like that, do you feel like that can get in their head a little bit, because they've got to work, they've got to play the tournaments, they've got to practice just to try and compete with you, whereas you don't, you can just put your feet up?
Yeah, obviously us players, we need to obviously have the rest. Obviously I think everyone from the Prem is going to the Euro Tour this weekend. Yeah. I just told them not to. For myself, just have another week off, chill out and see how the darts fly in Newcastle.
Cheers, Luke, well done tonight. Thank you.
Many congratulations, Luke. I'm not sure if you've seen Luke Humphries' interview with TalkSport yesterday. He almost slipped and revealed the 1 million prize money for the World Championship. Can you offer any more clarity on that? Have you been told anything?
I've not been told anything, but obviously I think it's been going around for obviously many years. It's been 500,000 for the past however many, but I think that's the next big step for us dart players.
It would be some statement, wouldn't it? £1 million for the winner.
Yeah, it would be. Obviously, whoever wins it, they'll obviously go straight to number 1. So if it is this year, if it's next year, if it's the year before, but I do feel 99% sure it'll happen one day.
Just wanted to say, so obviously, you know, you're in Cardiff and Gerwyn Price goes out and the crowd comes a bit flat. How did it feel to hear the crowd rising with you as you were coming through the night, you know, and then obviously topping it off with the 9?
Yeah, obviously I got a few boos on the walk-on in my first game, but obviously that's bound to happen. But you just got to focus, hit the 180s, they'll be with you, hit the high checkouts and they'll be with you. But I think as soon as Gerwyn went out, and obviously I was playing really well, and obviously in the final they're on my side.
Does it feel a bit, I suppose, unique coming to a country like when you come to Wales and you come to Cardiff, or if you go and play in the Netherlands and MVG goes out, something like that? Does it feel different to the usual tours around England?
Yeah, obviously it'll feel very different, because obviously, well, I wouldn't say, well, the home favourite or your home player to go out in the first match. But then the crowd, they've got choices to make on who they do support, and luckily they supported me tonight.
And does it affect you? I mean, it doesn't look like it does.
Not really. Obviously, I'll do all that with my ears when I'm getting booed, and that'll just hype them up even more, and obviously that spurs me on.
Thank you.
Thank you.